everyone on this Tuesday, July 27th day. Is there any public comment on items not on today's agenda? Yes, come on up to the table, sir. And if you could activate the microphone, just take a seat right there. No, just have a seat. Yeah, just have.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, thank you everybody for having me here today. My name is King Almighty and I am a prophet. I moved to Missoula a little over a week ago, and I'm concentrating on the leadership in this town in regards to my ministry, letting them know that a new kingdom is about to be pronounced in Billings, Montana, and that this community is very dear to me and will be involved in it. Right now, I'm in the business of blessing companies, businesses, governmental meetings such as this with presents. I like to call them blessings. And sometimes people, sometimes people help me. This is the first very important meeting that I've been to in regards to the government proceedings in this city. And I'm thankful. I hope that you will allow me to come back to other meetings. I live at the Poverello Homeless Center right now. And I talk to you from inside of a homeless man. I'm King Almighty. I am a prophet. And I am also the creator. I am the father. And I'm making a big stand right here in Montana, just like Jesus Christ said it would happen. He didn't say Montana. He said the Father's kingdom. And the blessing I will give you today for allowing me to be in your presence and to listen to me is this. A creative work has begun on the river that runs through the city, the Clark Fork, and it shall be renewed like never before. This is something you will see in sections of the river and in the city, and confirmations will be given by television, not radio. It will always be video with audio. That's all I have for you today, and I'll just listen to, excuse me, to your proceedings. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Is there any other public comment on items not on today's agenda? And for folks out there in the world of cyberspace, I don't know if there's anyone wanting to comment now or later. Please raise your hand and we will call on you in the order in which you do so. Okay, seeing none, let's just dive right into our agenda today. The first item brought to us, well, Violet, I did not ask you to do roll call.
I can do that really quickly.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay. Here in person, we have Bailey Minnick, Tim Worley, Ann Hughes, Chris Lounsbury, King Almighty, Mel Fisher, Anna Conley, John Hart, and Eric Dixon. And then, and myself, Violet Plummer, and all three commissioners. And calling in over teams, we have Annie Cathy, Martin Kidston, Jackson Lee, Jason Emery, Erica Grindy, Deb Clark, Allison Franz, Kayla Talbert, Emmy Bristow, and Andrew Chorney. Did I miss anybody? Okay, back to you, Dave.
Okay, and the first item is to authorize the chair to sign obligating documents to amend and receive emergency management performance grant reverted funds in the amount of $21,400.
You have me this morning, commissioners. Adrian is at another meeting and hopes to be able to join us later. So this is just a pass-through grant that we get every year. It's federal funding through the state and it's formula-based. We apply for the maximum amount every year. It's a 50-50 grant match. There are some smaller counties across the state who are sometimes unable to meet that match, and so there are funds left at the end of the year that we can then apply for, and we do that, and we apply for the maximum amount. So this award means we'll get an additional $21,400, and the use of that money is to go towards staff salaries.
Okay, we like to hear that. Any questions on this? Any other questions or a motion?
No, I am going to move that the board authorize the chair to sign the obligating documents.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Anne, for that insightful presentation. That was sincere, actually. It was. Okay. Kayla, do you want to explain this next item for us?
Yes, hi, good morning. This is the second part of the HUD grant that we received for the rapid rehousing program that the YWCA Missoula performs. So I'm requesting the board approve a subrecipient agreement between Missoula County and YWCA Missoula for the Continuum of Care Rapid Rehousing Program in the amount of $311,905. And this goes to their case management and actual rental assistance for the rapid rehousing program. The county will retain around $12,600 for administrative costs, and the remainder of the HUD grant goes to the Y to perform those activities.
Great, thank you. Questions? Motion?
Good. I would move that we request the board approve the subrecipient agreement between Missoula County and the YWCA.
Second.
Further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Kayla.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, come on up, Eric. Looks like we have an MOU from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for an increase of $660,000 in federal funding for the Buena Vista Sewer Project. This project is the gift that keeps on giving. I can't wait. We'll have to celebrate if this thing ever comes to final fruition here.
Yeah, and fortunately, you have been dealing with it the whole time. I'm only picking up parts of it here now with Deb Bell's departure the past few months. So, yeah, this is obviously an ongoing project. Phase 1 was completed last year with the decommissioning of the sewer lagoons and connection to a lift station for city sewer. Phase 2 is the replacement of the collection system within the Buena Vista community. So Great West Engineering had a planning grant and completed a preliminary engineering report that predicted the cost for this collection system at $1.345 million.
That's an amazing number. You didn't make that up.
No.
That was, yeah.
Oh, I thought there was a 2 in there. I saw it was 1, 2, 3,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, it was pretty
I got
close.
caught up on my
I could get a hold of Great West and see if they can.
consecutive nature of
Yeah,
it. That's,
consecutive.
I almost said consequential.
So they gave us this cost with that preliminary engineering report. The Corps of Engineers authorized additional funding. They had put $150,000 in phase 1. They've authorized this additional $660,000 from the WRDA Section 595 funding. We also have $125,000 from RRGL, $450,000 from CDBG, and Cindy Kennedy did apply for, I think, $300,000 from ARPA. With the rising construction costs since this PER was completed, she wanted to try to gain a little buffer if we could. So that obviously will come later with that decision. But at the current time, I believe that we have the funding needed for the original cost estimate in the PER. So the Corps of Engineers sent 3 original copies. They are loving their tradition of hard copy work. So they have 3 originals. If you could sign those, and we will.
Piece of plastic.
It was
That's
very
what-
official. It wasn't,
Yeah.
it's very official. So
Yeah, there's only 2 there.
there, I should be, are there 3?
Well, there's 2 sign here's.
Oh, I think.
Oh, nope, I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
see,
no.
never mind. Nope,
3.
nope,
This is
3.
just for you to sign, sir.
Yep. So that is for the chair to sign. And we would recommend that be signed, and they will give us the money, and we'll try to get this project done and out of your hair forever.
Wow, yeah,
Great.
okay.
I motion that the board authorize the chair to sign the memorandum of record.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Eric. Great to cobble this together with all these different sources of money.
Okay. Jackson Lee, are you out there?
I am out there. Good morning, commissioners.
Morning.
Good morning. Talk to us about this contract with FWP.
Yeah, so we're requesting the board approve the contract from FWP, which will allow us to do pavement repairs on 2 shared use paths, one, the Clemens Avenue Trail, and then the South Avenue Trail as well. And the focus of this project will be repair of route upheaval on these shared use paths. And we also have an additive bid item in there if funds are available for seal coating of the South Avenue Trail from the roundabout at Fort Missoula Regional Park to the Target Range School. There's a 10% match, and the grant funding for this comes from the Montana State Trail Stewardship Grant Program. That match of 10% we have allocated for in our budget PTOL.
Great.
So that program is administered by FWP?
That's correct. Yep.
Apparently
Hey,
so.
when I saw this, why would FWP be
Paving.
paving our trail? Thanks. But I guess it makes sense.
So who does do
Well,
that?
it's that FWP sounds like oversees this program that helps with trails, if I understand Jackson correctly.
Yeah, so the grant programs for trails, and then we just put a limited solicitation out for this project 2 weeks ago, and we'll be reviewing bids this week.
Okay. Well, great.
Yeah. All right. I would move with that we approve the contract from Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks awarding Missoula County with funding for paving improvements.
Second.
Any further discussion? Seeing none. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thanks, Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, and you have another one too.
Yeah, busy day for me. Got one more for you. So requesting the board approve the access easement and maintenance agreement with Missoula County Public Schools, providing an alternative access route for their agricultural activities through Fort Missoula Regional Park. This access easement would be a 20-foot limited access easement, and we've already confirmed with the City of Missoula Parks and Recreation Department. They've agreed to represent the county for purposes of notice, coordination, and communication on this easement.
So talk just a little bit more for folks who might not be familiar with what's going on out there. Are they herding livestock through here? Is that the deal, or?
It would be only for transportation. So there's a clause within the contract agreement that they would not let livestock loose at Fort Missoula Regional Park. But it would enable them Monday through Thursday on a limited basis to have a better access point to their property or the agricultural activities on site.
Have they been using this in the past, and this is just memorializing what's been going on already, or is this a new route that they're using?
I believe this is a new route they're using. I would
Oh.
have to confirm.
Oh,
Okay. Sounds reasonable. But
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing, given where the park is and where their ag land is. It makes a lot of sense that they can get there without having to go around everything. All right, I would move that we approve the access easement.
second.
Any further discussion? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you.
And who do we have with Public Works? Is Deb Clark out there to talk about a purchase agreement with John Deere?
I am, thank you.
Go
Good
for it.
morning. On April 15th, you guys signed the contract so that we could purchase our John Deere tractor, which has the side boom for the mower. And we received it in June, and the operators have been using it and are very, very pleased with it. And we'd like to recommend that you sign the invoice for $151,917.67 so that I can pay for it.
Great.
Send it back. We're going to get manual mowers.
I don't
need-
think they would like that. It's been a great
Well,
piece of equipment.
You're kind of caught up on mowing, right?
What's that?
We've heard they're kind of caught up on mowing, right?
They're getting there. I haven't talked to them this week, but Eric may be able to say, but I know they've done a lot and they're very close. They've been very
Eric,
pleased with it.
describe the status of mowing. How are we doing?
It's a far cry from where we've been the past 5 years.
Yeah.
They have 2 mowers out that are working. We actually received or will be receiving a used piece of equipment from the DNRC that Adrian, put us on in touch with that program for getting used Department of Defense vehicles, I think. So we have another mower coming. So last year we had 1 part-time working mower. Here in a few months, we'll have 4.
Nice.
So
That's a great leap
we may not
forward.
have the staff to keep moving, but we do have the options. The one that we're getting from the DNRC is much more equipped for dealing with maintenance of the levee. So, which is, the intended purpose that we're using that program for. So we're going to be far cry from where we were many years ago, and it's a one of our missed programs. Very well worth it.
If only we would have known that for our radio show this morning, we could have
Oh, man.
talked about mowing.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Anything would have been good. really.
I didn't hear, but I'll listen in. next
Oh,
week.
yeah. you missed a
Yeah.
lot.
It's a crowd pleaser. So what do you think?
I motion to, that the board approve the chair to sign the purchase agreement for this mower.
Yeah. Great to hear the good news, Eric. Thanks. I'll second that.
Any further discussion on the mower? Seeing none. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Deb.
Thank you.
Any correspondence we need to discuss? We've been getting a fair amount of correspondence coming in about the JEDI resolution. So,
Which is a draft and what date does it close?
So
Comments
it's a
closed?
draft, and I believe that the public comment period is going to be closed on August 5th at the admin meeting.
Nice.
Are we still getting comment on Operation Shelter?
I think the public comment period closed
Closed?
for that one, unless I'm mistaken, but
Thanks.
okay. Thanks, Violet. Any other correspondence we need to discuss? Okay, we do have a couple discussion items, one which will be closed litigation strategy. But before we get to that, and Adrian is not with us. Is there anything to report wildfire wise other than there apparently are wildfires since it's smoky outside?
Just in, the West is burning.
Okay, there you have it from Commissioner Slotnick.
Yeah, we don't have enough.
Okay, no updates on wildfire. The next item, I'm not sure, is it John or Anna? Do you want to introduce this? It looks like we'll have to go into closed litigation strategy session, but if you want to introduce this for us first.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is John Hart, and I am here to talk to you about a recent lawsuit that was filed against Missoula County by Ty-Tam LLC. The lawsuit involves the decision that you made in April to deny the McCauley Meadows subdivision. And I'm going to speak more about the specifics of that lawsuit and talk to you a little bit about some of the preliminary litigation strategy that the county will employ to defend that lawsuit. So I would recommend that one of you make a motion to close this meeting to the public so that we can have that litigation discussion.
I'll motion to close the meeting.
Second that.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? Aye. Okay, so for members of the public here or online, this will be where we'll move into closed session. So thanks for joining us today. Come again, always welcome.